Hi everyone, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review. I bought this during the winter and it's the Yves Rocher Pure Light foundation, and this foundation I was able to find it by using the site called Foundation in order to figure out what other brands would have shades for me. And surprisingly enough, I found quite a few, but in France they don't necessarily sell the same shades that you will find in the US. So although I find shades like you all have in the US, well, from brands like Lancome and stuff, there are certain things that are just made for the US or for other countries, because I don't find everything here. So I usually apply it with a brush, but my brush I didn't wash, so I'm going to put it on with a sponge. Like what it is with me and covers. I'll just take this and dampen my sponge on one side. Usually I don't use their primer, so this is the primer. This is the primer base Peau Parfait, so perfect skin primer. I feel as though the primer is just, I don't know, the primer is not like my favorite. So this is just me putting primer on one half of my face for you all to see what I'm talking about when I say I really don't, just a minute, I really don't like the primer. I find it have a weird payoff. So that's the primer on, completely distributed. I can tell where it is and where it isn't really easily when I touch my skin. So yeah, so I don't know why, but I really prefer how my skin looks without it. I have done most of the makeups in the beginning. I used the primer, but ever since using it from the start to now, I have mostly been using just the foundation, which I find is really great on its own. A pump on my sponge. So this is just one half of my face with the foundation, and you see it crazy, huh? It looking like my skin. And now I'm going to take another pump, a good pump, and go on the next side of my face. So this is what it looks like once I apply it over my entire face, and I have not brought it down to my neck. So with the residue I will just do this a bit, but honestly I cannot see, I could never really see the line. It really just sinks into my skin, and I really love that about it. The coverage, like for example around my eyes and things like that, I go back, I add product and go back, because it is it's really lightweight. It's called Pure Light, so maybe this is why I think it's for a more natural look. I would see what the box says. It says light and luminous foundation, skin oxygenation, boosting rice extract, natural skin texture. Our botanical beauty researchers have selected skin oxygenation boosting rice extract to integrate it at the core of a light revealing foundation. Skin is able to breathe, complexion is radiant. After 4 weeks, skin is more luminous, plus 27% of luminosity noted. Its light texture ensures a natural skin sensation and natural coverage. So I wanted to apply this on camera for you all to see the difference. This is just the foundation. skin better after 4 weeks. I don't know if after you use this every single day. I don't use it every day. I think the maximum I ever use this is like 3 times a week. I honestly don't. I try not to use makeup all the time, but it's really great to just take a pump on the brush, dot it in the middle of my face, here, and blend it out. It's just like to cover little imperfections and stuff, but you know, I want to look kind of woken up, kind of like natural, but I don't want people to know that I have on something on my face. So usually I just put one pump on my brush, dot, blend, I start to blend here, then I bend outwards there, and then I come on top here, I blend out, and I come down on the nose, and then whatever residues on the brush, I brush it on my face. But it's just to have this more like natural look where I don't have it, like if I don't have anything on. The wear of this is wonderful. With the primer, I did not like the way how my face looked at the end of the day. So hi everybody, it's me. This is what my skin looks like in the evening. It's about 8:21 when I checked. So this is what my skin looks like. I did put concealer over my eyes because I find it was looking a bit dark, so I concealed, but I don't know how to explain it. But my skin, this is what it looks like. I didn't blot or anything, but the skin just looks, have this weird kind of off color. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. This is in my bathroom, so I don't, the lighting, I don't know what it looks like, but this is what my skin looks like. You could clearly see I have on makeup. And usually when I don't use the primer, my skin doesn't look like this. It still looks like skin, like how it looked when I applied it, even if I put a concealer or something over. But it always have this kind of, this payoff, and I can see the difference between my face and the, look, you see this here? This is where I brought it on my neck a bit with the brush, and then all the rest here is my skin, and this is the separation that I don't like. So you see that it have a slight grayish cast. You see that line there, and look how the skin is here. That's the difference. So that's, I mean, but only with the primer. Without the primer it looks wonderful. I mean, not looking bad. I can see the difference. The areas up here that didn't get packed with primer don't look bad, but you have this kind of weird grayish cast, and I just look like I have on makeup, so it doesn't look not that natural. You could see it clearly. I mean, I know the eyelashes are a big giveaway that makeup is being worn, but you know, and if I look kind of aged like this, I don't look radiant and young anymore, in my opinion. Double chin. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, you're so skinny. Double chin. We will be able to see what's going on. So this is my skin right now, but I think my skin looks really nice because of the way how I prep it. So once I prep my skin a certain way, it always looks in a certain manner. But we would see what happens over a period of time. The really nice thing with this is that you get this bottle, comes with a pump. I think it have a cover, but I lost, don't ask me where the cover went. It has 30 mls in this, and it comes with this pump, which is really practical. I never had a foundation with a pump before, and I don't think I noticed that I never had a foundation that didn't have a pump before until I have this one. It's actually really practical to pump it on, you know. I feel a little more cleaner because with my other foundations, they were either in a bottle that I had to throw out, and they in the, like the sachet, you know, is like this, you know, and I have to use either the brush directly in here or something, and I really love it. But I really like how practical it is to just pump, and you know, I actually really like the pumping system. This looks really good like throughout the day. It looks more like young radiant skin in my opinion. And I explained earlier, the main way that I use it, I would slather on quite a bit and put it on my whole face, like pack it on, but I never feel as though I am packing it on because it's just so light. That is how light it is. The color, my shade is Brun 700, and I would say it is a perfect match. So I'm really happy because I bought this off the internet. I did not have a swatch. I couldn't test it. Because I entered my other foundations into foundation, and they gave me certain foundations that I had already tried, I trusted their opinion on this one, and I bought this one as well as another one that I have not tested yet, and I love this one so much that I have not opened the other one. I don't set this with a powder. I don't find it necessary. My skin is not matte. My skin is not like not feeling like hydrated or looking like, you know, some foundations you put it on and have a slight sheen to it, or you touch your face and you know, but this dries onto my skin without making me look ashy or oily. It just looks like my skin, and I really love that. And throughout the day it looks like this too. After about 5 or 6 hours you have to blot, like you can't avoid that. At least I have to, because my oils come out. My oils are going to come out. But I mean, I don't hate oil. I actually really love how my skin looks when the makeup starts to look old, because you know, it just look like if I was kind of sweating, or you know, it just look, you know, just look more radiant, although it's like baby sweat or like oils coming out on your skin and stuff. I really love it. It just looks so radiant with it. For now I don't have anything negative to say about it, because the smell is not disagreeable. It's really nice, and I just love the foundation. I'm just really happy that it's my shade. That is like one of the most important things to me. But I'm glad that they had it, and yeah, really lighting. If it is you're looking for something really full coverage and you have hyperpigmentation marks, like a lot, not if you have like one here, it's not a big deal, because I have those. It will share out these spots. Let me see. Like I could see this one here, I could see this one here. There's like from chickenpox. And usually, like even a foundation that is not full coverage, it will hide that. So like for this, if I really want it to be covered, I will have to like go on it and like pump and let it sit for a while and then blend it out. But so if you have like really bad hyperpigmentation, I don't think you would like this, because it's not a full coverage foundation. And if you really want that, you know, look, that heavy layer diva look, or just like really flawless skin, but your skin itself have marks and scars, I would not tell you to buy this foundation, because for me, I think it's more the sheer side. I don't really have foundations that are sheer, but this is the first foundation. I would say it's the first time that I go over spots where I have dark spots, and I have to like do this, leave it, let it kind of sit, and then blend out. And even when I blend this out, you would still see the dark little scar coming through. If you have really like issues with your skin, I am not sure you're going to like this. So like here, as I did that, You see, I have to let it sit. If I do it right away, I notice this is how I have to do this. So sometimes I do this before I put on all the makeup, and it would help kind of camouflage it a bit. But like over the period of the day and stuff, you would see the little scars coming through. It does not bother me. You see, I put it here, but it still did not take it away. I mean, it's nothing big. It's like just that little scar, but on here you can. So for my people who want full coverage, not a scar, not a pimple, not a thing peeking through, it's not sure you would like this. And especially if you have so like me, I'm usually like darker around here and here, so I always go on these places extra. There are other foundations where I wouldn't have to, I could just go once and my whole face is like one flat tone. With this, I still have shadows, I still have the dark areas peeking through and things like that. So this is why I can just put this on and get on with my day. So this is the kind of foundation it is. It's the everyday lightweight girl foundation. I don't want no big set of drama on my skin type of foundation. So yeah, that is it for now. I would come back and try to show what my skin looks like, but I really love